Yo, what's up, guys? So, today, what I want to show you is five simple money saving habits that you can do, especially if you're barely in your first year of college or if you're working a full time job and you want to save up some money to start up a business or maybe to purchase your first home. I created this guide to show you very, very simple habits that won't take much of your time. Using this guide, you're going to be able to save around $60,000. So it's definitely some good advice in here. It's stuff I wish I would have known when I was younger. I probably didn't jump on these habits until I was about 22. I'm 26 now, and it's still stuff I do every day to make sure I'm saving money to have in case I want to make any major purchases in the future. So to jump right into it, a very basic thing you can start doing for yourself is packing your own lunch. Now, this might not sound like a very big thing, but I'm going to show you how it adds up in the matter of 4 years. So, all of these habits are going to be in the time frame of 4 years. So, let's say if you're going to college for 4 years or you're working a full time job in the next 4 years and you want to start a business, this is going to be the guide for you. So the average cost of eating out for lunch is $12. So if you're doing this 7 times a week, you're looking at around $84 a week and $336 each month. Whereas the average cost of packing a lunch is $5. So if you're doing this 7 times a week, that's $35 a week and over $140 a month, almost a third of the cost that it would cost to purchase lunch. So this is a difference of about $196 each month. Over the next 4 years, if you're doing this consistently, you're going to save around $9,408. So packing your lunch doesn't take much time. It's something I like doing for myself, or I like to meal prep. A pretty easy way to do this, especially if you're living with family and working a full time job, or you're a college student living in a dorm room with other people. What you could do is purchase a mini fridge as an investment. So if you have pre-made lunches that you set up for yourself um, for the week, what you could do is store them in containers in a mini fridge in your room, so nobody else is trying to grab them from the fridge or take them from you. This is a really great way to save money, and it'll save you a lot of time too. I mean, if you're going to a restaurant to eat out for lunch, you're probably going to take at least 30 minutes to an hour. Whereas if you've meal prepped all seven of your meals for the week and you have them packed in your fridge, I mean, it might take you like an hour to get those lunches ready for the whole week, and then you just store them in containers and keep them in your fridge. So, highly recommend doing this one. The next one is going to be using an affordable smartphone and smartphone plan. So a lot of the time we want the latest devices. I understand it. You want to have the newest iPhone or the newest Samsung phone, but realistically, we don't really need it. Especially as a college student. I mean, you do most of your work on a computer or in the classroom. I mean, sure, you might use some apps, but there's not going to be any apps that require you to have the latest phone to get through college. Or if you're working a full time job, you don't need to have the greatest phone just to communicate via text with your manager or make phone calls. So, if you can, what I recommend too, try to get onto a family unlimited plan. Most mobile carriers will charge you less when there's more lines. So, like, I know if you just turned 18, you want to get on your own plan and separate from mom and dad. But let me tell you, when you're on a single line plan, it costs almost 5 times more than it does a single line plan. So, swallow your pride, get on that family plan, pay your fraction every month. Always do your research before you go into store. So, if you don't go do your research, whatever the salesperson tells you is what you're going to believe is the best. And it's in their best interest to make the most commission off of you. So make sure you research. If you're looking to go to a certain carrier, go to their website, look at their plans, see what works best for you. So when you go inside, You can let them know exactly what you want, and you know what you're getting yourself into. Take advantage of the free smartphone deals when you open up a new line. So carriers always, always, always have this. Um, it's not going to be a top of the line phone, but sometimes they do have some good deals. You might be able to get you like a $300 to $600 phone for free. Usually, when you open up a new line on a mobile carrier, I highly recommend doing this because you're not going to have a payment plan with that carrier. You're not going to have to pay the taxes on the new phone. All you really have to do is set up, usually it's like a contract, but if you've already done your research and you know that you're getting a contract for a $50 monthly plan, that's a good deal. I would take it. So, to put into perspective, the average cost of purchasing the latest smartphone, and you get a premium plan, the works on the plan, single line plan, you're looking at $140 average. Over 12 months, that's $1,680. And over 4 years, that's $6,720 for the latest phone every year, premium plan, single line plan. Very expensive. Whereas if you go the route I'm recommending, you get a free smartphone with the basic unlimited plan, which is really all you need. Uh, it's $50 a month. $50 over 12 months is $600. Over 4 years, that's $2,400. So it's a difference of $4,320 over the next 4 years. It's a lot of money. The next one is going to be, it's actually one of my favorites because it's it's something that we don't really think about a lot, but using a water cooler dispenser and reusable water bottles. So you, like, the most marked up thing in this industry, or in not the industry, but just in general, is water bottles. Water is marked up like 200% every time you purchase a water bottle from a vending machine or from a fast food restaurant. So, to put into perspective, I did get some data. So the average person drinks about 30 fluid ounces of water each day. So a water bottle typically contains 20 fluid ounces of water and cost around $1.50. So, if you do the math, that's like two and a half water bottles daily that you're going to drink for a cost of about $2.25 daily. So, you need water every day. So if you're drinking water every day, which you should be, I mean, if you don't, I'd be a little concerned. You're looking at around $821.25. Now, it doesn't sound like very much, but when you compare to what your cost would be doing what I'm recommending, you're going to be really shocked. So, a water cooler dispenser, which you see in this little picture in the bottom right here, can hold a 5-gallon water jug. So a 5-gallon water jug only costs $1.25 to fill up, and it has over 640 fluid ounces. When you break it down, it's only 6 cents a day to get your 30 fluid ounces of water doing this route. 6 cents a day over 365 days, $21.90. Compared to $821, oh, that's a huge difference in a year right there. So, the difference in 4 years, so you have an $800 savings in 4 years. That's $3,200 you save in 4 years, right there. That's a lot of money in water. So hey, stay hydrated, but also save your money. Highly recommend doing that one. This is one I'm going to get a lot of backlash for because I really, really live by this car. But driving a fuel efficient car is the biggest money saver you can do. Now, a lot of people, this is going to go in one ear and out the other. Hey, that's fair enough for you if you don't want to follow this one, but that's a lot of money you're going to miss out on. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So, the average gas price across the United States as of August 2022 is $4.50 a gallon. So the average American drives about 40 miles a day. In 30 days, that's 1,200 miles. It's a lot of miles you're driving every month. So to give you a perspective, I'm gonna go over the cost of driving a newer car that's not as fuel efficient versus a car that's more affordable and more fuel efficient that I would recommend getting. So a newer car can cost anywhere from about $20,000 or 25,000 or more. I, most people want to get like the flashier cars, nothing that's fuel efficient. So you're looking at around 24 miles per gallon if you're going that route. So if you divide 1,200 miles by 24 miles per gallon, you're going to consume 50 gallons of gas in that car. At the price of $4.50 a gallon, you're looking at $225 each month. Also, keep in mind too, if you're purchasing a newer car, you're probably going to have an auto loan on it. So like an average of about $20,000 loan with the 8% APR over 48 months, you're looking at paying a sales tax on that car of 1,750, as well as interest of $3,737 because of the APR, bringing that total car price to $25,487 over the next 48 months. That's about $531 each month. Your insurance is going to be a little higher because it's a newer car. Uh, you're going to be looking at around $300 a month, maybe even more. And maintenance over the next 48 months, it's going to be more expensive to get the maintenance on this car. Maybe take synthetic oil or something special. It's going to boil down to about $200 a month for the maintenance broken up over 48 months. So a total monthly cost of about $1,256 a month over the next 4 years. If you're doing this for 48 months, it comes out to $60,288. So that's the real price tag on that car that you're looking at, $20,000 car. And here comes my favorite car nobody likes, but I've driven these cars for 4 or 5 years. Amazing car. I literally sold my Camaro for this car, and I think this car is a way better car. But the Toyota Prius, 2005 to 2009, excellent car. It only costs about $3,000 to $5,000 on average. Pretty much the amount of the sales tax and the interest in the last car you were looking at. The car does get 48 miles per gallon of gas, which is really good. You take that same amount of miles, the 1,200 miles, divided by 48 miles per gallon, and you have 25 gallons of gas that you're going to consume roughly, at making your monthly price for gas about $112.50 a month. Now, some of the perks are you can easily purchase this car without a loan. It's only going to take you like 4 to 5 months to put a little bit of your paycheck aside to purchase this car, especially if you're taking the bus to work in the beginning, you're taking your bike to work. In 4 or 5 months, you can save up enough money for this car. It's not hard to buy this car. It is an older model, so the insurance will be cheaper. About $150 a month is what you're looking at if you're a newer driver. Me personally, I've been driving for 7 years, and I have two of these cars, and I pay $150 a month for both of them. So hey, it gets better as you go down along the road. Maintenance is very cheap on these cars. You can literally do your own oil changes for like $15 on this car if you invest in the equipment. The parts are really cheap. I've done a few repairs in my car. I haven't had anything that cost me. Most repairs cost like $75, $100. With the most expensive one that everybody tries to warn you about, the hybrid battery off, the hybrid battery goes out, you're looking at paying $3,000. No, you're not. I paid $300 to have a mechanic swap out my hybrid battery and put a replacement one, and it's been working fine for over 20,000 miles already. So don't listen to all the lies out there. So with these expenses, you're looking at around $362.50 a month. How this boils down over the next 48 months is a total cost of $17,400. Huge difference. So if you subtract the totals, you're saving $888. That's a lot of money you're saving right there. And trust me, like you might get a lot of people who give you backlash. Like, if you're 18 years old and you're driving a Prius, your friends are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, look at my new BMW, this and that. It's getting 10 miles a gallon though, and maybe more, a little bit more or less." But nobody's gonna be making fun of you when you're 22 years old and you're buying your first house, or you're starting your business and you're not working that 9 to 5 anymore. So think about that. What's really more important to you? The next one's pretty simple. I actually made a video on this one, so if you guys check my channel, I have an exact video on how you can do this. But making your own iced coffee will save you money and also time as well, because you're not waiting in line at coffee shops. So the average cup of coffee costs about $4. Now, if you're drinking coffee 5 times a week, that's about $20. So in a month, that's $80. I know it doesn't seem like much, but just wait. Whereas if you purchase a 2 gallon dispenser jug, like a liquid dispenser, which you can get from the dollar store for like $5, you can have coffee all month long, and it only requires a few ingredients: instant coffee mix, which is around $4; value creamer, which is $2.50, and you don't need the name brand one. It tastes exactly the same. Don't give me that. 2 gallons of water, which costs about 50 cents if you're using the 5 gallon dispenser, like I told you guys. So a total of about $7 a month, a $73 difference every single month. So if you're doing this over 48 months, you're going to be saving $3,504 doing that. And you're going to save a lot of time, because when that coffee is already in your fridge cold, all you got to do is pour it in your cup and take off to school or to work. It only takes a minute to do that, as opposed to if you want to go to one of the major coffee shops, you're going to be sitting in line for like 30, 40 minutes, and you're going to be late. And who wants to be late to class or late to work? Nobody wants to be that. So, hey, saving time too. So think about that. It's one thing to consider. So, overall, how much are you going to save if you follow these 5 simple habits that barely take any of your time to do and any effort? So, if we add up these totals from the 5 mentioned habits I just talked about, you're going to save a whopping $63,320 over the next 4 years. That's a lot of money, especially if, like I said, if you started this at age 18 and you're 22, you just finished college, or started at 17, just finished at 21. $63,000 will go a long way. Let's just say if you were a college student and you just finished your 4 year term, you have 63 grand. You could use that money to pay off student debt. You could use that, or if you didn't have any debt, you could use that money to pay a down payment for a home. Or, let's just say if you're working a full time job the whole time, the last 4 years, you could use that money to invest into a business. So it's definitely worth taking the time to do these small things. These are really, really easy to incorporate throughout your day. And these are things I did that I noticed made a huge difference for me in terms of expenses. I still drive my Prius. I still like drinking my iced coffee. I pack my lunches. I do food prep. I even cook my dinner and breakfast, actually. So if you want to take it one step farther, you can get really into it. But I limited it to just lunch, because I know if you're working a full-time job or going to college, you probably don't have much time. So that's one thing to consider. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to me. I would really appreciate it. And if you guys have any other great money saving habits, comment down below what you would recommend, so I could share in a future video.